Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either are any of these. At least I don't think either any of these. No, I'm not in this one. This is 1AR Clan Wars. It's 1AR Clan Wars 2 Up Tuesday, a daily double. Whatever you want to call it, it's a 2 Up Tuesday. Hopefully it's Tuesday. Anyway, this is my old mate Stewie again. Little Stewie with a Y. No relation, not me. He's in the WZ11158. Now this is the guy that makes these epic intros and outros to not only my channel, but a lot of other community contributors and content creators channels as well. This time it's a Clan Wars battle. It's a Clan Wars Murovanka 1AR versus the old sparring partner Rain on the 15 versus 15. This will be the advance front for the Fire Trail campaign. Think the bub over there in the EBR 105 looking at, he's getting it. It's a nice ballsy spotting position. He spotted up a heap of tanks there, running up there in the EBR. Spotted all these tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tanks have been lit. Only one of them on the western side of the map, which is a T100 LT Tier 10 Russian light tank. 0-0 is a score. Now this is not going to be a fast and furious battle like we saw on Saturday, or the Saturday extravaganza. This one's going to be a little bit slower, and the next game's going to be not as fast as the last as Saturday's games, but almost, but quicker than this one, that's for sure. This one's going to go for a little bit longer than normal. You can see Drax pinging the map like a madman, so it tells me he's pretty good chance it is calling this one. You can see 1AR have probably a bit of a standard lineup, you would say, for Murovanka. They've got the Conch GC as a single artillery piece. EBR 105, only one light tank, the EBR 105, so they don't want to lose that one. They don't want to lose it too early. Anyway, 3 907s, a couple of 140s, 2 bat chats, as the EBR 105 on the enemy team runs down the 8-9 line to try to spot out whoever might be down here, including Stewie in his WZ115A. 2 5.8s in this one, just the one Chieftain, a Super Conqueror, and an IS-7. Rain, of course, not all their team have been spotted yet because Fog of War is in effect. A heap of Super Conquerors, a 268 version 4, a couple of T100 LTs and an EBR. That's 3 light tanks already spotted. 2 unspotted tanks have done damage, which could indicate they've got 2 artillery pieces, but maybe not. A 113, a 277. And Stewie finally gets spotted here, and he's 5'8". I don't think he's been spotted yet this game, but he just has been spotted. You might see 2 artillery pieces land on the Chinese Tier 10 heavy tank pretty quickly. He's sitting there. Look, I don't think anyone can shoot him through that gap, but hopefully he's safe from artillery. A lot of mapping going on here. It looks like they're still talking. They'll be talking through Discord, working out what they're going to do. Looking at the mini-map, you can see a lot of range tanks have been spotted on the approach to the magical forest as well as in the forest, but a vast majority of 1AR's tanks are on the west. Stewie's probably Stewie is the furthest east in the WZ115A, and there's a couple of medium tanks back there, Bat Chat and a couple of 907s. One 907 has copped an absolute hammering down to 796 hit points. Buddy Pal and his Bat Chat's back there, keeping eyes on whatever might happen down there in the south, and hopefully Stewie in his WZ115A can keep one eye on the magical forest and see what happens. EBR 105 doing some mad spotting up there. Stewie gets spotted, puts a shot into Sergeant Guffey. Sergeant Guffey, he's been around for a while. I know that game. I know that name. Puts a shot into the Super Conqueror, blocks a couple of shots there for 800 damage blocked by armor. Artillery finally pays him some attention. Can't fix his gun or his tracks yet. He's still on the cooldown for his repair kit. He's just got to sit there and hope that nothing else hits him. Another artillery shot. Is that 2 artilleries, or it could be the French auto-loading artillery? Bounces the Super Conqueror. Brings his damage blocked by armor up to 1,200 hit points. His gun's still damaged for another minute before he can use his repair kit again. And here comes a 277, possibly going to push on Stewie in his WZ115A. No, he's not. Oh, he shoots him. Something ammo-racks him. Toasty picks up the ammo-rack. He will be high-fiving all day long after that ammo-rack into the 277. You just see that, it just went kaboom. And that 277, he won't know what hit him, that's for sure. 2-1's a score. Stewie pinging the map like a madman, working out what they're going to do. A heap of Super Conquerors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Super Conquerors on Rain's team. All in the, all of them in that forest. And look, the medium tanks are all down there on the red line, down in the southern part of this map. Stewie's there waiting. He can't fix his gun for another 10 seconds. Let's quicken it up. And hopefully, surely he just did, I'm not sure who he just fired at there. There's the Super Conqueror. Oh, Super Conqueror fires HG. at Stewie with a Y in the WZ11150A. Only takes him for 123 hit points. He gets some assisted damage. Hopefully, there you go, artillery. The tank just went unspotted as that artillery shell landed, and Stewie's used his repair kit to fix his gun. Now he's just gonna kick back and wait. Kick back, wait, and relax. Looks like maybe they're on the defence, maybe they're on the... Who knows what's happening here. 1AR kicking back on the western side. They totally own the entire western side of that map. The map is getting pinged like you wouldn't believe. Heaps of super conquerors on the enemy team in the forest. Now, they haven't spotted the whole team yet. There are 2 unspotted tanks on Rain's team. 8.5 minutes left on the clock. His sixth sense goes off. He knows he's been spotted. They'll be looking his way. If nobody else has been spotted for a while, you'd think it would be a safe bet that the enemy artillery would be shooting towards Stewie's Chinese Tier 10 heavy tank, the WZ11150A. Nearly 1,700 assisted damage. That's not bad for a heavy tank. Kicking back over here in this building. 1,200 damage blocked by armour. I think that was 400 hit point damage shot. What's for? Would it be maybe a Striv back there in the northeastern corner? Are they 400 exactly? Possibly. Who knows? 2-1's a score. Only one tank has been taken out. Unfortunately, as my old mate thinks about in the EBR 105. There's a super conqueror. Oh, there you go. Super Conqueror is the 400 alpha damage. He's blocking them like an absolute champion. 2,000 damage block, 2,000 assisted damage. Looks like something else just fired towards him. There's the EBR of the enemy team. Down the 9-0 line near the water is Buddy. He's down to 580 hit points. It'd be very tempting to go after it, but he knows that forest is chock-a-block full of Super Conquerors, amongst other things, on Rain's team. 7 minutes left on the clock. 2-1 is the score. 1AR's only lost 1 tank. Think above in the EBR 105. It's their only light tank. Now he blocked. That's another HE round from a super conqueror. Hits Stewie but doesn't do any damage. He's still on 1,552 hit points out of his original 2,200. Buddy Powell in the bat chat 25T. You can see him on the mini-map, going there for vision. There you go, another 400. Make that 600 hit points of damage into the Super Conqueror. That's what these artilleries are for. And the artilleries, they're giving it to the Super Conqueror. And that's what they do, don't they? Super Conqueror's a good hull-down tank. They're good for sitting down low and blocking shots. And that's what you need artilleries for in a Clan Wars kind of scenario. 2-1 the score. 6 minutes left on the clock now. Stewie's just kicking back in here in the building. Waiting. It comes. Oh, he shoots. He doesn't penetrate the Super Conqueror. He blocks the other Super Conqueror. Gets some more assisted damage though. Another 1,700 assisted damage. Brings his damage by assistance up to 3,801 hit points. The score is 3-1 now as that Super Conqueror got taken out. And there's a few low health tanks in there. 4 more Super Conquerors. Make that 5 more Super Conquerors still on the enemy team. This one's down to 100 hit points. I'd be very tempted to throw an HE round in there. It doesn't matter because Buddy Pell picks up that kill, bringing the score up to 4-1. Stewie with a Y in the WZ11150A. Blocked 2,400 damage. He's only landed one, or he's only penetrated 1 shot, but he's got 3,801 assisted damage. You can see these medium tanks in the south. Looks like they might be getting ready for a bit of a push into the magical forest. Plenty of tanks over there in the west. Nice and safe. Pinging the map like a madman. They're getting ready because there's less than 5 minutes left on the clock. And it might be time. It's clearly Rain are not going to push into 1AR. Not with a score in 4-1 with only 4.5 minutes left on the clock. There's a number of tanks that have been lit that are pretty low health though in that forest. So that's what they're getting ready for. I've quickened up the replay, but you can see on the minimap what 1AR are getting ready to do. You can see the medium tanks and the chieftain heading down towards the southeast corner. They're taking a long way though, taking their time. They do not want to get spotted. They want to just go bang into that forest and take over that forest and really kill whatever's in there. They'll possibly lead with the 907s and the chieftain. Not too sure. The Striv looks like he's coming to play as well. 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Stewie from 1AR on 474 hit points of damage. 2,400 damage blocked by armour. And there's he doesn't bend the 268 version 4 either, but he's going to start rolling forward now. 4-2. Unfortunately, Hyphen got taken out there by the Super Conqueror. Whoever was first over was always going to be first to die. Gets a bit of assisted damage on this Super Conqueror. 4-2's the score. Gets hit from behind from the bat chat. Luckily, the bat chat doesn't do any damage. Artillery is aiming right here. Stewie shoots again. He still hasn't done too much damage, but he's picking up this assisted damage. He's blocking shots for his team, and he's having, look, he's calling this one. He's saying, let's go, boys. Let's kill this guy. There's a low health Super Conqueror right here. That's who he's going to be looking at. Toasty gets up, gets the kill on that Super Conqueror. No, this one's still low. Turns around, waits for the gun to load. Toasty gets another kill. What a legend. Little Stewie puts one into the Super Conqueror. Gets hit by the 113 down there on 1,962 hit points. 8-3 the score. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Looking towards the Super Conqueror. He's penetrating his shots now. No problems whatsoever. 1,883 damage done. 4,000 assisted damage. Here comes a 268 version 4. He's only got 2 premium rounds remaining. He blocks the 268 version 4, and Goldie picks up the kill on that occasion. 10-3 the score. Now they're capping as well, keeping these heavy tanks at bay. The WZ11158 back there at the base, just out of view range. And that's just in case they run out of time or they can't find these EBRs. Here's a batch at 15558. I did call it. I did say it might have been a auto-loading artillery piece. He looks like the LT-100's about to get pushed into the water or blown away. No, he crashed. He crashed trying to evade capture. There's another artillery. There was 2 artilleries. There's a kill to Little Stewie finally in the WZ11158. 2,992 damage. 3,500 damage blocked by armor. 4,716 assisted damage. And will he get the EBR? Somebody else did. Wacko Wilco in the other 5A. That's the guy who was on the cap, keeping the boys from Rain honest on Murovanka. Let's have a look at the result. Where's the result? There's the result, Stewie. There's the result. Murovanka Clan War. Stewie with a Y. No relation. The other Stewie, the one who makes these epic intros and outros for not just me, but for a heap of other people. That was an absolute pearler. He topped the score charts there with 1,127 base experience, despite those missed shots at the start. Nearly 3k damage. Tasty had a rep at 2 with over 4 chieftains. Not a bad tank at all. And plenty of people in the 2,000 hit points of damage range from 1AR. They'll be pretty proud of that performance. That was an absolute bit of a nail biter towards the end, but still a very, very good game against Rain. And hats off to Rain too. They didn't do too badly at all. Maybe if they had pushed a little bit earlier, they might have been. I don't know what they could have done better. I'm sure people watching would know better than me. He even made some credits too. He had battle payments running there for an extra 62,000 credits. That's why he made 33,000 credits in that 14-minute game. Only a minute and 17 seconds left on the clock at the end of that one. And let's have a look at this one again. This is going to be another WZ11158 replay, I think. Yes, it is, from the old mate Little Stewie. This time they're on Ruinberg, and this time they're up against the Squirrels. FS. The FS have been around for a while, and nice bunch of blokes too, all the ones that I've been dealing with anyway. Been a top bunch. This is 10 versus 10 though this time. This is on the basic front for the Clan Wars Fire Trail event. Now this one isn't going to be too... this game is not going to go for that long at all. Stewie in his purple 5A runs around there, auto aims and shoots the 907. Puts one into him. Looks like they're going for this little position in the middle of Ruinberg. This is not a bad ploy by Stewie, because there are lots of enemy tanks there. And at least when he's down in this position, he can at least got some cover for the heavy tank. Here we go, looking towards the Super Conqueror. Puts one into the side of the Tier 10 British heavy tank. 1-2's the score. And this is just going to be a shooting frenzy, isn't it? Unfortunately, even from this position, he can't shoot towards these tanks over here in that middle road. He gets hit from the field because I think he was possibly looking towards that middle road rather than looking towards the field, which is the area he's most likely to be shot from. But they want to focus fire these ones in the middle road. It's just a little bit too congested. Pulls back, looks towards the field again. 4-4 is the score. Shoots and kills the VK7201K, and that brings the score back to 5-4. 981 damage done. Lots of damage happening. It's an all-in brawl in the middle of Ruinberg. Now this 50B is being kicked very, very honest by the mouse in the western part of this map. This mouse here really aiming towards the field as well. There's WZ11158A on the Squirrels team who Is he out of the game? I'm not sure if he's out of the game back there at A5, A6. I'm not too sure. 5-4's the score. There's a Object 260. Just got taken out by the FOC B. I didn't even realise there was a FOC B. What else did 1AR bring to this? A heap of 277s. A 5A, which is my old mate Stewie. An AMX 50B, the money shot. He loves that tank. And a couple of mouses to play around in the middle of the map. Most of the 277s are dead. Stewie's there pinging the map here. He's not shooting. He's pinging the map like a madman. The score's 7-4 though, so he doesn't need to panic. Now we can start looking towards this Super Conqueror and the Object 907. Who are both out in the field. WZ115A isn't a threat at the moment, so I reckon that's what he's saying. He's saying, forget about the 5A. Let's get the let's get whatever's left in the field. 7-4's the score. 3 tanks remaining. The Super Conqueror in the middle. The Object 907 over there in the would you call it a village? I reckon that's what I'd call it. Over there in the east. The Super Conqueror. It's going to take a bit to dig him out though. He's on 1,960 hit points. Stewie's waiting until he can fix his commander. No use jumping in here without his commander, that's for sure. He won't be able to, he'll be, it's like playing with one leg. Who knows? The mouse, it looks like the mouse is going to go and possibly trip Cap going by the, where they're pinging the map. I'm not too sure. 5 seconds he can fix his commander up. There's the Super Conqueror. Shoots him again. 7-5. The Squirrel's making a bit of a comeback here. And now he can fix... Quick, push the 5 button, mate. Fix your commander. Fix your commander. You'll do a lot better with your commander. Come on, Stewie. Push the button. No, he's still thinking. He's trying to call at the same time. Don't forget. So don't hold that. It gets him 7-6. Now, as the FOC B gets taken out in the east. And I really need to start concentrating here. 1AR versus the Squirrels on Ruinberg. 10 versus 10. This is the basic front. He still hasn't got his commander. This is going to be tight. The mouse here on 1,800 odd hit points, but my old mate Money Shot in the 50B only on 117. That's a one shot for whatever he comes up against. And Stewie still hasn't fixed his commander. Hopefully he does soon. The 5A gets taken out by Chewie in the mouse in the north, and I reckon he'll be saying, "Rightio, Chewie, sit on that cap and try to make them panic." Unfortunately, Stewie hasn't. I don't think he's realised that his commander's dead. He hasn't He hasn't used his first aid kit to fix his commander yet. Now he couldn't earlier because it was already on the cooldown. Gets some spotting damage. A shot goes into the Super Conqueror. It looks like it was from the mouse. Now 2 mouses and a 5A. And a 50B up against a Super Conqueror and a 907. You'd think 1AR would have this. Stewie's he'll be laughing when he sees this replay. He hasn't fixed his commander yet, but he's got other things on his mind. He's worrying about his teammates. He's calling for this is like trying to call in a grand final. Doesn't quite get the shot on the Super Conqueror. Pulls back, waits for the gun to reload. Is it about now where he starts to think, why is it taking so long to reload? It's not normally this long. 8-6 to score, a minute left on the cap timer. The 907 has not gone back for the cap. He gets one into the side of the turret. Takes him down to 250 hit points. It looks like the 907 may be looking towards the cap now. The mouse gets taken out by the twit. The twit gets killed by little Stewie, and that brings the score back to 9-7. Just one enemy tank remaining, and it's a Super Conqueror. Stewie still hasn't fixed his commander. I can't blame him. 30 seconds left on the cap, and finally that Super Conqueror leaves to go and address the cap. The score on 9-7. Super Conqueror is only on 240 odd hit points, and will he get the last kill? Hopefully he does. High five. Little Stewie from 1AR Clan in the WZ115A. What a legend. He called it without a commander. Who needs a commander? Who needs a commander when you're having epic games like that? Let's have a look at the result before I lose my voice and before we wind up today's video. It was Ruinberg 10 versus 10. 1AR versus the Squirrels. And look, it was pretty close in the end. A brilliant spread of damage. Chew and eat. What a legend on 5,201 hit points of damage. A couple in the 3,000 damage mark. And the twit, my old mate, the twit in the 907, having a good game for the Squirrels as well. Once again, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks, little Stewie, for the replays. This is 1AR and the Clan Wars campaign, Fire Trail. The Fire Trail event, there'll be more on Thursday. Another one from Yeti on Thursday, coming real soon. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.